Here in the UK, the winter nights will be drawing in soon, and it won't be long until I need a head torch to go out for my evening runs. A head torch is essential during those winter months, but should you be buying the Petzl Swift RL, or are there better and cheaper alternatives out there? In this video, I'll review this unit and let you know if it's worth the hefty price tag. During the video, we'll go through the features, the operation, the cost, is it worth it, and what alternatives are there. So let's start off by looking at the basic features of this head torch. So on the top of the unit, we have the power button that also cycles through the various options on the head torch. Next, we have the reactive sensor at the front with tests for ambient light. The battery pack sits on the back of the unit and can be swapped out for a replacement. And in the front, we have mixed beam lights for wide angle and spotlight. And then on the right hand side is a 5 LED battery sensor. Finally, there's a tilt mechanism which allows the unit to be tilted both up and down. To adjust the strap, it's really easy. Place the head torch over your head, locate the two plastic clips, pull them apart until you've got it to the right tension, and that's it. So let's have a look at the operation. As I said, it is operated with one button on the top of the Petzl head torch. This is a bit unfortunate because it could do with two really, because it makes it quite complicated, especially if you're a runner. But basic operation is press it once, the head torch will come on in a lower power mode with the reactive light activated. By covering this sensor here, you can see that it's measuring the ambient light, and as effectively as the room gets darker, the torch gets brighter. So this is low level, press again, and you have the medium level, and then full power on the third press. Again, covering the ambient sensor gives it the full brightness. The next time you switch it, so the fourth time, is off. You can see there the LED meter which shows how full the battery is charged, 20% for each of the LEDs. If we now go to switch the light on, and we don't want the reactive light on, we press and hold the on off button, and now that gives us a wide and spotlight in low power mode. Press again, medium power, press again, and this is a full power, so this is now at 1100 lumens and the most powerful that the head torch can use. Press again and it switches it off. One final mode, if I put the torch on, I press and hold for 4 seconds, we then get a red light as well. Press again, and that red light will turn into a flashing red light, which could be useful in an emergency situation. Again, 4-second press, takes it back to the white light and cycle through to turn the unit off and see how much battery power you've got left. The torch is fully tiltable, both down and up, and it's very sturdy in its construction. It's good quality plastic. You feel as if you drop this thing it wouldn't break, so it's very sturdy, and the actual up and down motion as well is a really solid click, so that works really well. It's not going to go anywhere. At the bottom is a USB-C charging port, and it's IPX4 water rated also. So all in all, it's a really, really good head torch. But is it any good for runners? Well, the answer to that, for me, as a runner, is I wouldn't go out and buy another one of those. And there's two reasons. One is the cost. It cost £100, about $123, which is quite high for a head torch to go running in. And secondly, it's just too fiddly to operate. That one button operation is great if you're in a position where you can sit down and just go through it methodically. But when you're out running, it becomes really, really difficult to change the settings and remember where you are. And you either have to stop and then go through the settings yourself, or just keep playing around with it on your head until you get it right. Neither of them are completely satisfactory. So what I would go for is a cheaper head torch, and there is one from Amazon, retails about £13, about $20, and I think that's much more suitable for runners. I'll put a link to the description below and maybe put a picture of it up here, and that's the one that I would go for. Higher lumens, cheaper price, and you'll probably find it much easier to use, and it'll probably last just as long. So if you have any comments about the Petzl Swift RL or any of the other things I've talked about, please leave comments in the box below. And as always, if you like the videos, want to see more, then please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you hear of my next videos upcoming. Thank you very much.